consider.
Right, absolutely.
Because it really doesn't seem that cut and dry. Clearly, we would have had a different resolution.
Sure.
All right, let's talk about another big fight. This one involving a judge in Tennessee changing a baby's name from Messiah to Martin. Mom and dad went to court because they couldn't agree on a last name, but the judge made them change the first name. Listen.
The word Messiah is a title, and it's a title that has only been earned by one person, and that one person is Jesus Christ.
Everybody believes what they want, so I think I should be able to name my child what I want to name him. And I didn't think a judge could make me change my baby's name because of her religious beliefs.
Wow, so now the mom is appealing the decision. All right, Mo, this is very interesting, very unique. On what grounds can a judge say, I am going to rename your child, even if the judge has personal feelings about a child's name?
Not on those grounds. This judge is clearly...
On some grounds, though?
On some grounds, if it's the right grounds. If it, I believe that this judge made a huge mistake. I think it will be overturned because the judge is basing her religious belief. Only one person has earned that title, whether you agree with that or not. The basis is really about whether it would infringe on other people to have a child named that way. And there are a lot of cases that show if a child is named, for example, Rejoice is the first name and Christ the King is the last name, then every time they were called out in class, they'd be called Christ Rejoice the King, and which could be a little bit offensive to the other kids in the class if they're not of that religion, or if they don't have those same beliefs. So,
interesting.
Yeah, so the basis is more, does it infringe on other people's rights more so than it infringes on mine as a judge's opinion?
But
about
interesting choice of words. You said for the right reasons. This judge is going to argue for the right reasons I am changing this child's name. Tanya.
That is absolutely ridiculous. It is laughable that a judge who is charged with enforcing the law, charged with protecting individual liberties, is going to mock the First Amendment. The First Amendment choices by this family to name their child whatever they chose to name him because of her own personal religious beliefs.
So what's the recourse now?
Well, the recourse is to appeal her decision. She was a magistrate judge, and and I think they've already done that. They have appealed this decision, and it's going to be overturned. It's just a matter of time. And I think this judge is going to be brought up on some ethics. Well, they're going to be questioning her fitness, and I think whether or not she violated her ethical duties in imposing her own personal religious beliefs on litigants that appeared in front of her.
Aside from the legal argument, though, please stop naming your children these ridiculous names, because that's really what it is about. Aside from the legal argument,
too. What's ridiculous?
Well, ridiculous. I mean, when you can't get a job because your name is something that throws people off a little bit or doesn't allow you to go out into what is still a world that judges you before you even walk into the room. I mean, I just think that we have taken this whole name, Cadillac, Lexus, all of these kind of names that have become, commonplace. And I think that's really, for me, what made me think about this story. Like, why does the kid have to be named Messiah? I just think that we've gone a little bit over the edge.
That was the choice of the parents.
Well, it is. And then you are making that choice that will affect your child's life, though, for the long run.
All right. Well, and it sparked dialogue, hasn't it? All right, Mo Ivory, Tanya Miller. Good to see both you ladies. Thanks so much. All right, next in the CNN newsroom, police in London